Well, it's Yasmin Pink. So I would say at the moment people know me for a bit of influencing, BKChat / YouTube, and I also do a bit of music. So my upbringing, like my mum was a single parent. Obviously I did have access to my dad, I'm not gonna lie, but my dad was doing his own thing in it. Had like a couple kids after, he married, and it took a long time before my mum settled. My mum finally settled when I was about 15, and then she had my little brother. So in terms of my upbringing, all my life it's just been me and her. It's been tough. I'll wait till you get into certain questions for me to go into it, but nah, shout out my mum still. Definitely shout out my mum. You know, growing up that doesn't have either parent in the house, it's not fair. Straight up, it's not fair. And especially because my dad continued having other kids, I'm sitting over there looking at them like, wow, they got their mum, they got their dad, they got a big house. Like me and my mum are stuck in a council flat, like, do you know what I mean? But eventually I adapted to it. I got used to me and my mum, used to me and my mum, and like over the years my mum was doing good financially, do you know what I'm saying? So she was looking after me, so it wasn't even a problem. But obviously, eventually she remarried in it. And I think my real problems, or like whatever I didn't know, any problems that I didn't know I had started happening like when she remarried this person. Oh my gosh, we're gonna shit into it straight away. Okay, so growing up, basically my mum remarried, and like without going into so much detail, he basically sexually abused me in it. Yeah, so he sexually abused me, and it happened, you know, very early teenage years, you know what I mean? I'm talking about 15, 16 years old. And like I said, without going into detail, I think the struggles I had from that was I became very promiscuous. And it's okay. A lot of people don't know this, and I've not even like consulted my mum about this. So, you know, if she comes across this, I want to apologize to her, but I have to speak my truth so people understand. Do you understand? I became extremely promiscuous when that was happening to me. And I made a lot of decisions that I can never take back, to the point that after that abuse took place, I think I couldn't tell when I was being sexually assaulted or if I was just having sex, because everything was a yes to me, when actually, Yasmin, this is not okay. When it finally got revealed within the family what was happening, damage was already done, because the abuse was at least happening for a year. And I was only about 16, 15, you know, my body's still developing, you know, I'm still new to sex, I don't know what's going on, do you know what I mean? Like, so it finally got revealed, and definitely, you know, things were done in place to keep me protected as a young child, because when things got revealed, I moved out of my place around 17, 18, so I was still a young teenager. Obviously, it was a bit complex because I've got a little brother with that marriage, and you know, I love my brother to bits, and one day he's gonna grow up wondering, why do me and his dad not communicate? And I'm gonna have to relive this moment that I'm having right now and explain that to him, but I do pray that God gives me the strength. So that was my biggest struggle growing up. My first struggle was definitely growing up without having a full family. I was growing up in a broken home. My mum was like doing everything. My mum would leave me at home by myself to grind. Do you know what I'm saying? My mum is the breadwinner of the family right now, and I respect her hustle. And I feel for my mum, do you understand? Because she always feels like she made that mistake. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the second struggle again was dealing with this man that had entered our home, that I trusted. I hadn't had a dad in the house for a long time. A man is here. I'm seeing that father figure. I'm trusting him. And for whatever reason, during his time there, he's seen a different situation or an opportunity. And to be the age of like 15, 16, with someone that big, do you know what I mean? Like, nah, facts, I'll kill a nigga. Do you understand? Just because of what I went through, I'll kill a nigga. But then, I was small. I was tiny. So the way I respond to online is much deeper than people think. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I do react extremely mad to situations. I move extremely gang, especially towards Mandy more than females, actually, to be fair. And you know, that definitely comes from dealing with you know, me trusting a man, and that happened to me. And then the lack of my dad being around from the beginning anyways. Yes, I was in the communication with him, but he set up his own thing. He was doing his own thing. Even now, sometimes me and my dad, we don't see eye to eye, and I always say to him, oh, you weren't in my life, you can't tell me shit anyways, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's basically my struggle, and I really appreciate my parents because of what I went through. They understand why I'm doing what I do and trying to be myself and just get back to being okay with my past, you know? So yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, till this day, I think because I'm older now, and I know it's time to settle, like, I'm a bit more chilled in it. But definitely, there was a time where, like, you know, there was a sickness. It was a sickness in me. Like, I really hated men. In fact, I was, like I said earlier, I couldn't identify if I was being assaulted or not during sex because there was not even any emotion. Do you understand? Like, there was something with me and men that was not clicking. And this even rolled into relationships, links, even friendships. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you know, I won't go too much into it. Like, I'm not gonna go too much into like my relationship, but definitely he has seen my issues with men because I've taken it out on him a lot. Like, I've 100% taken it out on him a lot. And you know, my stepdad was one of many. He was one of many, and I won't disclose the others. You know, I think during filming BKChat, I had like a case going on for a rape whilst I was filming for BKChat, and it got NFA'd. And you know, so this is not something new to me, but the last time it happened during filming of BKChat, I'd had enough. I'd had enough. Do you know what I mean? I had enough, and I was horrible to the guy that I was seeing. Yeah, especially, you know, when you want to report something like that and it gets NFA'd, it's just like you don't even want to talk about it no more. Do you understand? I became extremely numb to this situation. I became numb to my stepdad because by the time it got revealed, it was a little bit too late. Yeah, he's suffering in his own way wherever he is, but a lot of damage was done. And do I have resentment to my dad or him or men? Obviously, I'm older now, innit? A lot of things happened when I was young. I wouldn't say that I can sit down and drink coffee with my stepdad, and I wouldn't say like my dad is the best dad in the world. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm definitely in a place in my life where I've been able to forgive. Because if I didn't learn how to forgive, yeah. So I keep myself to myself a lot. A lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people think like I'm always out, you know, showing my breast, showing my bum. I just do that for social media, you understand? I need to get paid. Like, I do videos, I'm doing music, whatever I need to do to make change, you understand? I'm not rich. I'm not rich. So, like, sorry, I just feel like I'm getting so emotional about it. Like, the only person that is here to protect me is me. Okay? I'm a fucking fire. Like, that's why I move mad. Any sign of disrespect is war. It's fucking war. You can be a boy or a girl. It's fucking war, because I can't explain to them what I've been through prior to what they're saying. Do you know what I mean? I can't explain it, so I do it with my actions, but the only person that's literally protecting themselves in this is me. My mum has tried, but I know she's made mistakes. Do you know what I mean? But even now, with like my current situations in life, like, it's literally just me and maybe like 1 or 2 friends, and even them, they struggle to communicate with me or help me, because I'm such a soldier. Like, I don't rely on nobody, you know what I'm saying? I moved out of my mum's house from 17. I left that situation. It was happening for too long. Mum didn't hear me the first time. Packed my things, out. Been living alone since. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Literally. Like, literally. I never thought I'd be a victim of, like, the things I've been through. Like, even just being, it happening from a family member, do you know what I mean? I never thought I'd be a victim of such thing. Do you know what I mean? And the way I present myself, if somebody hears this story by somebody else, not from me, they'll think, yeah, right. Do you know what I mean? Because these things are such wicked things to happen in the world. Like, I wouldn't even wish what I went through on my worst enemy. That's facts. I was on the roads from like the minute I moved out. Any type of job, I was on it. Like, any type of job. I'm not going to disclose what job, but any type of job, I was on it. And I'm not talking about what we do now, the food. No. Back then, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Frontline thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And the people that I rolled with then, they were on that kind of stuff. So that gave me that little adrenaline, do you know what I'm trying to say? Because the family that I came from a broken home. I was dealing with a lot of other stuff. Mum's a nurse, dad was a fed. Came from a good home, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I was the oldest as well, so I didn't have older siblings, you know, making me do bad stuff, you know? So in terms of like money wise, like, yeah, like I used to do strippiness back then, but I had to, anything to stay out of the house, I had to, because my mum at the time, like I said, I did say something to people, but there was no evidence, whoever I told, I'm not going to say who I told, they didn't take it serious. Things weren't done, let's put it that way. So not only did I move, but I couldn't even go to my mum for money, do you know what I'm trying to say, or go back into that house, like I was completely done. So definitely from the age of 17, 18, like I was hustling, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like I was outside hustling hard. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very honest with you, yeah. I'll keep it 100, no matter how gang I wanna act. See the first night I went jail, I said, me in jail. Like I couldn't believe it. Like, so the first night, it was a very traumatic experience for me. An extremely traumatic, and I'm very happy to own it, you understand? Because a lot of people need to understand, you don't know how gangster you are till you get put in front of someone that's bigger and badder than you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So at that time, when I went to jail, I was like 19, 20. So I'd passed the youth offender stuff now. They're putting me in big boy jail. So I'm in jail with anyone up until the age of 80 plus. Big women in there for big serious crimes. So my first night was extremely traumatic. The second night, people had moved into my room, and like with the whole jail thing, I don't know how it is with guys, but You know, you spend a night or two in a certain place and then they start to distribute all the prisoners in certain parts of the place where you're going to stay permanently throughout your whole time. And when I finally found my landing, I've said this on my YouTube channel, but I'll say it here, it's only by God that one of the, is it COs or SOs, one of them, I don't know what it's called, but one of the officers that was next door, she used to go to my mum's church when I was a kid. That was the only way that I really did my time nice there, let's put it that way. Because it can get really, really messy in there, do you understand? It can get, you're living there with lifers, do you know what I'm trying to say? The stuff you're seeing on the news of this person getting bodied, that person going missing, these people they're putting in this prison. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like a wake-up call to me, being in prison, that am I really, really gangster, or am I doing this because I don't want to be at home? Like, who's forcing me to be a bad girl? Who's forcing me to go out here and make peas? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I went to jail for stripping. I was just trying to make money. It was nothing serious, you know. And I think for me, obviously in jail, it was like, I had that woman there, but you know what I decided to do? I decided to bang my uni work. Can't lie. I went even in no drama. Had one or two arguments or fights, but as long as I had that woman there, she was looking after me, and I owed it to her, do you understand? I felt like I owed it to her because I was feeling extremely suicidal my first or second night. I could not, I started writing a suicidal note to my ex. Honestly, I was so young, do you know what I'm saying? That I'd done so much madness before this time. I couldn't believe I was finally getting bagged, do you know what I'm trying to say? I was just like, nah. So when I got like halfway through, I finally settled, got over that suicidal point, met up with a couple people, tried to stay away from the bad breeds. They were there, but trust me, I was doing a short bird, innit? I was meant to be there for 6 months, 7 months or so. So I have no reason to even mingle with anybody, because when I leave, let me not lie, who am I gonna chat to? Do you understand? Nobody. So I banged my uni work. I contacted my college, told them send me everything. I don't care. They were a bit hesitant with it. I said, listen, I'm going uni, boy. Like, you're not even doing this. I was already in my final year of college. Cut long story short, spoke to them about it, and it was tough because there's really no internet in jail. There's no internet. There's no, well, you got phones, but it's, you know what it is. It's the payphone thing in it. So like, I don't know, it was such a long time ago, I'm talking about over 10 years ago, like this happened. I don't know how I did it, but I handwritten everything from beginning to scratch, because we didn't have computers to even print anything. I did all my assignments in jail. By the time I came out, Middlesex University accepted me on UCAS, and I went uni that year. I was seeing him, so this is the person I was saying, you know, like, was there, that I feel like I've taken a lot of things out of. So he experienced this as well. When I say that I feel like he's dealt with a lot, that was one of them. So he was around, but he was also young. So I wouldn't say we were really serious then, but he definitely came to see me. Absolutely, he came to see me. Like, facts, he actually met my dad for the first time on a visit. So the courts had to know what was up in it. They checked my grades, they checked where I was working, they checked that I was doing good, I had my own yard, and I was only like 17/18. So they was very confused as to why I was committing the crimes I was committing, or trying to make money this way or that way. And I had to reveal to them what was going on at home, which obviously got revealed to like my dad properly, and my mum properly as well. So they gave me a lot more support. I just want to backchat for a bit of fun. Initially, I went on there for a bit of fun. I'll be lying if I say that I was a big BKChat fan and I watched everything. I just saw snippets like everyone else on Twitter here and there. I've seen a few reunions. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be honest, I have watched a few of their reunions, but I'd be lying if I said I'd watched any of their episodes. So when I applied, I don't think I took in how big BKChat was as a platform. First episode. If actually scrap that. The trailer. The trailer. You know why the trailer? Because they put you know what in that trailer, and that was more than enough for me to say, yeah, wow. Like, I had my wig off in the trailer. Even I wanted to know what was going on, because we don't get to watch the episodes. We watch the episodes the same time you guys watch the episodes, and they never put it out in order. It comes out whenever it comes, whatever episodes they like. So when I saw that in the trailer, I kept on bothering production, you know, about the episode, you know. I was bothering the production for a few months still. So yeah, definitely, because I was working then. Like I used to be an account manager for NARS. Like I used to be a makeup artist. Like, and I don't know what happened. I got really distracted with this whole backchat stuff. Do you know what I mean? So something happened on backchat and it got put on blog pages. So from then people started clocking like, what, Yasmin, are you on backchat? And I think the most recent season that they did, why people had caught onto it, if they did, was because it was such a break from the last time they'd done it, and there were so many new faces. So for me, what was going on was, even though my age group are a bit older, but they were so shocked that I was on it, it made them want to watch it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because I know backchat is for a much younger crowd, but definitely my age group and above locked in. Do you know what I mean? Like my dad saw episodes, my mum saw episodes, like people's parents were seeing stuff. Do you know what I mean? So. Young P and I'm not going to say we were the best of friends. We definitely were nowhere near the best of friends.
I want to take what you said.
But if he came inside the, maybe because I'm a polite person, so I would acknowledge anyone that came inside the room. Like if he came in, I'll say, hey Young P, you okay? You know, but don't get me wrong, he definitely didn't socialize with anyone on backchat. That I'm not just talking about myself, I'm talking about the guys, I'm talking about the girls. In fact, I can definitely, hands on heart, say that we were all in a WhatsApp group, including the old cast members like Esther, Lucas, me, DC, Lani, you name it, Castillo. You see, Young P, he's the only person that never spoke once in the group. This group was made and it was out for at least 8 months. We were all in the group chatting. Young P never spoke once. So I can't really give you an honest opinion on mine and his relationship. I can't say we were friends, but I definitely didn't have a problem with him. Do you know what I mean? However, on episodes, it was a bit weird because, like I said, in person, it was cool. He just kept to himself. He didn't seem like he wanted to be a part of any drama. He seemed like he didn't care about backchat. But then on episodes now, he was just moving a bit. Like, I'm not even going to say he was moving mad. The reason I'm not going to say why I was moving mad, because how backchat do things, right? We had filmed a lot of these episodes during summer, and a lot of them came out in autumn/winter. But you see our confessionals, our one-to-ones, like this kind of an environment, they were done when the episodes were coming out. So the reason why I'm going to say that Young P was not moving mad on episodes, he was moving disrespectful but not mad. You see his confessionals. So it's like, you know it's coming out when everyone's about to watch it. You don't have to follow whatever stupidness you did on the episode, you know. You can take a step back and be like, actually, nah. But Young P in his confessionals, like, he was beyond disrespectful. Like, he was talking about my vagina, and like, it's fine how people want to portray me as a person, do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can say I'm loud, I'm rude, but I wouldn't say I would disrespect someone that I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's okay. And the way I've been brought up here, like, match your size, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, match somebody that you know, innit? Match somebody that's on smoke, do you understand? Like, Young P, I don't know you to be coming to step to me like this. So when the episode came out that day, it came out during the middle of the backchat, but what I'm trying to say is, guys, there was a lot of things happening prior to that. Remember I said like the episodes never came out in order. Like, by that episode, we were towards the end of filming. Young P was being a prick on episodes, but in person, like, he was like recording me, or like we'll take pictures together, and I will send you the pictures. I will send you the pictures. I think what it is with Young P, anyone that doesn't know Young P, because Young P didn't gain nothing from this show. Do you understand? They just know him as that brother with the shower cap. Yeah? They don't know him. I think what it is with Young P, and I respect his opinions if I'm correct, he's one of the old school guys that prefers girls that are not natural. I mean, sorry, girls that are natural. Yeah? Not all this extra lashes, big bum, big breasts, cleavage. I can see that's the kind of guys he represents, and I respect it. But on that episode, that's not what he was. He wasn't teaching me knowledge, you understand? He was disrespecting me because I chose not to follow that kind of way of looking. Do you know what I mean? I want to look like the girl with the tits out. I want to look superficial. Do you know what I mean? I want to look like that bad bitch. I want to look like them American girls. I want to get my bum done. Let me inject it with whatever I want. And I felt like he just attacks me for it, you know? And yeah. The episode was obviously about BBL, so even if I didn't get triggered, there was at least 2 or 3 other people that had done a form of surgery on that episode. So I don't want to take all the credit and be like, this is all about me. Like Esther was there, Lani was there, there was another girl named Catherine on there that was saying that she'd done some form of surgery. But when Esther was talking, I could hear like some madness coming from Young P's mouth. I wasn't taking it personal. I didn't think he was talking to me. I swear on my mother's life, I've never spoken about this episode. I didn't actually think he was talking to me, because if you watch the episode, Esther was talking. I was more like, brother, you're being rude, not even letting her speak. Why are you saying all these things? Do you understand? Now, at the time that I spoke, Young P had directed that energy to me. Now, I've not watched the episode in a long time, and I don't remember. But I know that I heard him speaking while someone else was speaking, and I intervened in the way like, bro, like, relax, man. It's like, why are you being rude? More kind of thing. I did not think he was saying that to me. However, the episodes have been distributed on the internet. Obviously, they've taken it how they want to take it. Do you understand? I'm going by before any fucking edits that have come out. This is how it was, you understand? Now, when he heard me respond, he said whatever to me. Cool. Like, I think what took it for me was like, he was disrespecting the way that I look. He was talking about my hygiene. He was talking about the fact that I'd done surgeries. So as far as I'm concerned, anyone that was chatting shit about me on that episode, he wasn't disrespecting just me. He was disrespecting anyone that's done surgeries, as far as I'm concerned. But nobody was really listening to what my response to that. Yeah, let me not lie to you. Based on everything I've just said on this episode, I don't take shit from nobody. Like, I already had man physically doing the madness. What makes you think I'm gonna have man doing chatting verbally to me? It can never happen, you understand? So, like, I just felt like, is Young P mad? Is he mad? I just was thinking, nah. Fuck, I didn't think about the cameras. I didn't think about anyone on the episode. I didn't think about Andy. Shout out Andy. But I didn't think about Andy. I just thought I was back on the streets, and this was another nigger again disrespecting me. And because I didn't do anything when that family member mistreated me, anytime a nigga talks to me sideways, I'm on defense, because I felt like I wasn't prepared last time, but I will always be prepared now. Do you know what I mean? The only thing is that when I G-checked him, I realised Young P wasn't about that life. And that's when I realised I look fucking crazy. That was when I realised, fuck, I've just shown a side on BKChat that I can't take back to a guy that's not even on the road like that. That's not even that kind of guy. But it happens. Like I said, you know, the mum comment was literally based on what was happening then. I don't know his mum personally. And what a lot of people don't realise is that me and Young P, I actually apologised on episode. And even though there's not a scene of Young P apologising to me, he apologised to me after the episode. Like, that episode was a lot more intense than how you guys saw it compared to how it was within the room. It was really bad. And after all of that happened, I actually had a family member of Young P reach out to me who had confirmed his mum is alive and well. Do you understand? which, you know, because of the way the internet was moving, I felt like I needed that confirmation, do you understand? Because the internet was making me feel really fucked up about it, you know what I mean? Like, they made me feel like, Yasmin, how can you say such a thing? So when that family member reached out to me and even apologized on Young P's behalf, I did feel good knowing that there was no truth to what I said. Because, like I said, I didn't expect this kind of clout from BKChat. I don't think I planned myself properly. Like, I had all these followers, but like, what was I doing with them? Like, I was posting all these sexy pictures, but I wasn't generating money. And I've seen all these other influencers, somehow they're generating money. So I started working really closely with Lani on BKChat, who really started to help me a little bit manage my stuff and like my YouTube especially. Like, I was on like 300 subscribers on YouTube, now I'm on like 4K, and I promise you I don't even post on YouTube. So yeah, I think in the beginning I had a bit of fun, but then towards when lockdown was happening, social media became a big tool for everyone to use in it. And I think from lockdown onwards, yeah, I really utilized it in like so many different ways. Like, yeah, my mum and dad have definitely seen the video of me taking off my wig and whatever. But listen, my mum and dad know I'm gangster with it, innit? They know my upbringing. Before I'm saying it here, they knew what I was on. They knew I'm on smoke. In fact, when my dad called me, he said, good. He said, don't ever let no man disrespect you. My dad was actually proud of me that I stood up for myself. He didn't really take in some of the things that I said because he's not our age. He doesn't understand everything. But as far as the way the guy was approaching me, my dad was extremely proud of the way I responded to things. And my mum, she just is like, look, like, cause she gets approached, innit? Some people have recognized her at work, innit? Because I've come to her workplace and they've clocked. So they've been extremely supportive. I think they understand that I've been through a lot, and they just always have my back, especially with the negativity. And when I do get posted for bad stuff, like, they always like encourage me, especially my mum. Cool. Not only would I tell myself this, but I think I'll tell a lot of people this, and not young girls. This is to young boys, men, grown women, grandparents, you name it. I think what I didn't do when I was younger was that I didn't pray. I didn't understand how to pray. I didn't understand God. I didn't understand religion, and I'm still all over the place. But let me tell you now, you see prayer? You see prayer? If you're not talking to him, he's not gonna understand what you want. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Being the age that I'm at now, believe it or not, there's one thing that I do religiously, is that I pray. And believe it or not, I don't actually pray for myself. I pray for a lot of people around me. And I think those prayers that I've been doing for other people is what have brought me my blessings. So if I look back at when I was 14, if I want to advise anyone, you have to have faith. Even in a bad situation, you have to have faith that it's going to take you out of it. The minute you lose that faith or that connection with God, no matter how you believe in it, whatever religion you have, the minute you lose that connection with God, you lose everything. Do you understand? So that's definitely what I would tell my younger self. Pray a little bit more, yes? My struggles has definitely taken me to a good place right now. For those that don't know, like, I've got a diploma, I've got a degree, I'm doing my masters, I'm a youth worker. I do lashes, like I do eyelashes here and there, but even me doing eyelashes, that even my clientele came from me going viral. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I'm even grateful because I got positive things from that show. Like, I would never completely throw that show away, do you know what I mean? I might not go back, but it gave me opportunities and like situations that I just never thought I'd ever be in. So yeah, my struggles have shaped me to be a strong woman and a confident woman. And just to anyone out there that has been through anything of the things that I've said today, like I said, you have to pray. You have to pray and everything will be good. You can still be gang, but pray. And that's it.